Have you ever wondered why so many people spend years lifting weights in bodybuilding gyms, tearing their skin apart in bodybuilding, yet their physique remains completely unchanged, as if nothing even happened? But in contrast, another person with the exact same height and weight, within a specific time frame in the world of bodybuilding, looks like they came from another planet and built a steel-carved body. Where is the secret in all these years of bodybuilding? Are they performing magic tricks in bodybuilding? No, my friend. The secret isn't in those heavy weights they lift. The secret of bodybuilding lies in what goes on inside their head and in those invisible, golden rules of bodybuilding that nobody at the bodybuilding gym tells you about. Today, I want to pull back the curtain and show you how, by changing your mindset on this bodybuilding journey, you can turn your body into a masterpiece. So stay with me until the very second, because your perspective on the whole story of training, muscle building, and bodybuilding itself is about to change 180 degrees. It is no coincidence that everyone thinks building a strong body in bodybuilding requires nothing more than iron arms and heavy dumbbells. Everyone thinks that in bodybuilding, whoever sweats the most wins. But the bitter truth is that many people are walking down the completely wrong path in bodybuilding. They think bodybuilding is about fighting the iron, while bodybuilding is first and foremost about fighting your own mind. Let's go back to the days when the great legends of this sport, people like Arnold Schwarzenegger, started their bodybuilding journey from absolute zero. Do you think Arnold was born with that legendary bodybuilding physique from day one? Absolutely not. He was once just a skinny teenager in a small Austrian town where nobody had any hope for his future in bodybuilding. But there was something inside him that the others didn't have. He understood that muscle in the world of bodybuilding is built inside the human brain before it ever takes shape on bone. This is where the first big lesson of bodybuilding and life reveals itself, the law of mind-muscle connection in bodybuilding. When Arnold was lifting weights up and down in those dark, cold halls, he wasn't just thinking about the number of repetitions. He visualized every single muscle cell in his mind to give bodybuilding meaning for himself. This is the exact thing we call the mind-muscle connection in bodybuilding. We humans have grown accustomed to doing things mechanically in bodybuilding. We go to the bodybuilding gym, put earphones in our ears, shift weights around in bodybuilding, and our minds are 1,000 miles away. But the difference between ordinary people and bodybuilding legends is right here. Bodybuilding legends, when they are training, look as if they are talking to their bodies. You must learn to feel that muscle with every single movement in bodybuilding. If you are doing a bicep curl movement in bodybuilding, you shouldn't just move your arm up and down. You need to imagine that you are opening and closing every single fiber of that muscle in bodybuilding. This is what makes growth happen in bodybuilding. Meaning, when your mind is focused in bodybuilding, the body is forced to obey it. Now bring this into your daily life. Until you have a chaotic and aimless mind in bodybuilding and in your life will remain just as messy. Mental discipline is the foundational base of building anything great in bodybuilding, whether it is a physique, a business, or character. Wait, the story of bodybuilding doesn't end right here. Let me tell you another secret of bodybuilding that discourages a lot of people. Many think that motivation is the driving engine of bodybuilding and building a body. Whenever their motivation is high, they go to the bodybuilding gym and train like wild animals, and whenever they don't feel like it, they skip bodybuilding the entire week. But let me tell you a shocking truth about bodybuilding. Motivation in bodybuilding is a big lie. Motivation is like the air, it comes and goes. If you are going to wait every time for motivation to come find you so you can get up and do bodybuilding, rest assured you will stay right where you are for the rest of your life. Bodybuilding teaches us that discipline and order are hundreds of times more valuable than motivation in bodybuilding. Arnold says in his bodybuilding memoirs that there were days when he didn't feel like getting up at all. His body ached, the weather was cold, and he just wanted to stay in bed. But he got up and went to the bodybuilding gym, because discipline means doing what you need to do in bodybuilding, even when you don't feel like it at all. This is precisely the point that separates ordinary people from bodybuilding legends. How many days are you going to move forward with motivation in bodybuilding? 1 week, 2 weeks. What about after that? When motivation dies in bodybuilding, discipline is what takes your hand and pulls you up. So make a promise to yourself right now in bodybuilding. Never again wait for a good mood and motivation. Just do the bodybuilding, whether your state is good or bad. Now let's take a deeper look at the hardships of bodybuilding. Many people in bodybuilding, as soon as a little bit of pressure hits them or they feel a touch of muscle soreness, give up quickly and quit bodybuilding. They think pain in bodybuilding means danger, meaning you are hurting yourself. But here lies a major turning point in bodybuilding. Bodybuilding teaches us that growth awaits us precisely beyond that border of pain and hardship in bodybuilding. As long as you stay inside your comfort zone in bodybuilding, nothing special happens. Your muscles in bodybuilding won't find any reason to grow and get stronger until they are forced to fight heavy pressure. Life and bodybuilding are exactly the same. Problems, failures, challenges, and hard days of bodybuilding are those heavy weights of life. If you run away from bodybuilding and its hardships, you remain weak. But if you endure the heavy load of bodybuilding and refuse to quit, then your spirit and mind will also become steel-like and invincible, just like those bodybuilding muscles. Bodybuilding pain is temporary, but the sense of pride you have after a heavy bodybuilding session stays with you forever. Remember this. Every time you are screaming during the last representative at the bodybuilding gym and want to drop that bodybuilding weight, that exact moment is when you are building your real character in bodybuilding. Those last 3 reps of bodybuilding are where you stand out from the rest in bodybuilding. You must learn to love hardship in bodybuilding, because hardship is your only ticket into the world of strong people in bodybuilding. Yet there is another very important point in bodybuilding that many people completely ignore, and this is what causes all their hard work in bodybuilding to go to waste. Many think that the more bodybuilding they do, the better results they get. They think if they torture themselves at the bodybuilding gym 7 days a week, 4 hours a day, they will grow faster. This is the biggest disaster and mental error a bodybuilding athlete can commit. The truth is that growth and muscle building in bodybuilding do not happen inside the bodybuilding gym at all. Shocked? Let me explain what bodybuilding is really about. The bodybuilding gym is merely a place to inflict damage and stimulate the muscle. Muscle in bodybuilding is destroyed, torn, and weakened. The true magic of bodybuilding happens when you step outside the bodybuilding gym, the moment when you are resting, sleeping, and eating right so that bodybuilding can pay off. Recovery and nutrition in bodybuilding are the hidden and extremely vital half of success in bodybuilding. If you have the best bodybuilding program in the world, but your sleep is wrecked and you eat junk food, it's like pounding water in a mortar in bodybuilding. This is a huge lesson for life and bodybuilding. We think to succeed in bodybuilding we must constantly run, work, throw rest out the window, and show ourselves no mercy. While constant burnout in bodybuilding destroys you, resting, having time for yourself, getting enough sleep, and properly nourishing your body and mind are part of the progress path in bodybuilding. You cannot get strong without rest in bodybuilding. Just like a race car in bodybuilding that would burn its engine if it constantly ran at third gear at 3000 RPM, your body and mind in bodybuilding also need pauses, recovery, and breathing room. Now let's look at how we can apply these bodybuilding principles in real life and get results from bodybuilding. First of all, you must understand that big changes in bodybuilding are the result of small but consistent actions. No one found Arnold's physique in bodybuilding overnight. No one turned professional in bodybuilding overnight. The main secret of bodybuilding is daily consistency. If you went to bodybuilding and trained today, you must go to bodybuilding tomorrow, and the day after tomorrow. Even if the progress you see in bodybuilding today isn't noticeable. Muscle building in bodybuilding is like growing a plant. You water your bodybuilding every day, give it light, but on day 1 of bodybuilding you see no change. On day 2 of bodybuilding you still see no change. But if you stop your bodybuilding, it dries up. You have to keep going on your bodybuilding path until one fine morning you wake up and look in the mirror to see that big change in bodybuilding has happened. People love quick results in bodybuilding, but they don't enjoy the bodybuilding process. The secret of successful people in bodybuilding is that they have fallen in love with the bodybuilding process itself. They enjoy sweating in bodybuilding, putting in effort in bodybuilding, and tackling the daily challenges of bodybuilding because they know this is the path that is forging them into a great human being in bodybuilding. Let's take a look inside your own self in bodybuilding. How many times have you started bodybuilding and quit after a month? How many times have you given up on bodybuilding because of what others said or due to minor obstacles? The problem with bodybuilding is that we plan for instant results in bodybuilding, whereas bodybuilding and self-improvement are a long-term game. When you are working on your body in bodybuilding, you are actually showing the universe how much you value your desires in bodybuilding. When pressure hits you in bodybuilding and you don't back down, you are teaching your brain that you are not a quitter in bodybuilding. Every time you lift a heavy bodybuilding weight, you are injecting self-confidence into the bank of bodybuilding and life. When you look at yourself in the mirror and see that you are getting into better shape day by day in bodybuilding, a powerful feeling awakens deep inside you that no one can take away from you in bodybuilding. This is that same self-esteem in bodybuilding that cannot be bought with any money or degree in the world. This bodybuilding self-esteem is not for sale. This bodybuilding self-esteem is built. And you are building it with your own hands in bodybuilding, with the sweat on your brow, and with your ironclad willpower in bodybuilding. So starting today, change your perspective toward bodybuilding training, toward the hardships of bodybuilding, and toward life. Stop looking at bodybuilding as a punishment. Look at bodybuilding as the temple where you forge yourself. Every bodybuilding weight you lift is a brick you are laying in bodybuilding upon the foundation of your inner success and strength. Do not fear the hard days of bodybuilding, do not run away from bodybuilding fatigue, and never, ever think it is too late or that you cannot do bodybuilding. You are the exact person who can create the best version of yourself in bodybuilding, provided you play the rules of bodybuilding right. Align your mind and body in bodybuilding, replace motivation with discipline in bodybuilding, fall in love with the hardship and challenge of bodybuilding, and view rest and recovery in bodybuilding as a vital part of your bodybuilding victory. Now tell me, after hearing all these bodybuilding words, how are you going to walk into the bodybuilding gym tomorrow? Are you going to do bodybuilding like always, or are you going to walk in this time with a completely different mindset in bodybuilding, like a true bodybuilding legend, making the iron submit to you in bodybuilding? The choice in bodybuilding is yours, but remember that time is passing in bodybuilding, and a better version of you in bodybuilding is waiting to finally break free from the cage of bodybuilding laziness. Get up, believe in yourself in bodybuilding, and start building that bodybuilding masterpiece you deserve today.